Hi friends, welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss and study the current trends in agri-allied activities. Particularly, we are going to focus the dairy sector, and related to that, we are going to discuss the different points. If we think the most basic features of Indian dairy sector is that it is still predominantly unorganized. Of the total milk produced in India, only 18 to 20 is channelized via the organized sector. The unorganized sector is yet to participate into the modern processing infrastructure. However, there is a gradual and steady shift in positive direction because of favorable consumption dynamics led by increasing demand for packaged milk and value-added products from the milk. Despite being a largest producer and consumer of milk, India's per capita dairy consumption levels are significantly lower than the developed countries. India is neither an active importer nor an active exporter in milk sector. Most of the produced milk is consumed domestically. Despite that, the eastern part of the country is milk deficient, and thus the industry is to remain demand driven for a long term. The main challenge faced by the dairy industry are in sourcing and logistics, that is storing. This is because procurement of the fresh milk is the most crucial element of this business. It is not feasible to procure milk beyond a 200 kilometers radius because of perishability of the product. It is very perishable product. Another challenge is low productivity and yield. For example, New Zealand has three times more productivity than India. The cold storage and supply chain infrastructure bottlenecks are ambiguous in entire farm sector in India. There is a need to develop these infrastructure facilities, at least tier 3 centers. India contributes, if we consider the milk production, then India continues to be the largest producer of milk in the world. But most of the production is consumed domestically, and not India is very active in case of milk export, dairy product export to the world. Several measures have been initiated by the government to increase the productivity of livestock, which has resulted in increasing milk product significantly. Milk production in the country has increased from 146.3 million tons in 2014-15 to 198.4 million tons in 2019-20. Annual growth rate of milk production was 6.27% during 2014-15. Thereafter, there was a steady increase. In 2019-20, milk production increased by 5.68% as compared to the previous year. The per capita availability of milk was 407 grams per day in 2019-20. Interstate variability in milk production and per capita availability of milk during the year 2019-20 is shown in the figure. We can see here in this figure in 2000 in this figure we have shown that trend of milk production in India million tons. In 2000, this is the data taken from the National Dairy Development Board, that is DAHD, and data is provisional, means it is taken from the economic survey of India, and it is provisional data, means it is yet to come for 2021. In 2014-15, 146.3 millions production was there. If we draw the trend line, then you will observe that the steadily the milk production is increasing per year. In 2015-16, it was 155.5 million tons. It becomes in 2016-17 165.4 million tons. It is increased to generally, if we take into account, then a 10% growth is there every year. In 2017-18, it becomes 176.3 million tons. In 2018-19, it became 187.7 million tons, and in 2019-20, it becomes 198.4 million tons. As per a study on the demand for milk conducted by the National Dairy Development Board, the estimated demand for 2030 at an all India level is 266.5 million metric tons for milk and milk products. The rural sector has an estimated share of 57% in the total consumption. The per capita consumption in the urban areas, 592 ml, remains higher than the rural areas. Here you can observe the disparity, that the consumption of milk is in the rural area, but the production of the milk is in the rural area, but the consumption, if we observe, it is higher in case of urban area, that is 590 ml, and in case of rural area, it is 404 ml, even in the 2013 projections also. So here we can observe that the rural area is main producer of the milk, and consumption is higher in case of urban area. About 200 ml averagely urban areas consuming milk products more than rural areas. Here the graph shows that interstate variability in milk production and per capita availability of milk during year 2019-20. In case of the Uttar Pradesh, we can observe that the per capita availability of milk is around 1200 and more grams per day, and in case of Assam, it is very lower, it is around below 200 grams per year per day. It is data based received, it is the data received from DHT and National NDDB website. It also includes the figure of Telangana for per capita availability of milk here. Here Maharashtra stands at 407, and it is exactly near to the all India per capita availability of milk. The red line shows the 410 is the all India per capita availability of milk. And here if we observe the milk production in million tons, this blue bars shows the milk production. If we take the milk production, then UP have the highest numbers and Assam have the lowest number. Actually, the eastern part of India produces less milk, and the Maharashtra produces around 407 million tons of milk, Consumption of milk is varying state by state, and if we take into account, the Punjab and Haryana have the highest consumption of milk, per capita availability of milk, Punjab and Haryana. And after that, the Rajasthan, and then Himachal Pradesh have the highest availability, following of Punjab and Haryana per capita availability of milk. Milk production, if we take into account the different points, India is also globally the largest milk producing country since 1997. In India, the cooperative and private dairies have access to only 20% of the milk produced. Means 20% milk is in the organized sector, and rest of which is consumed which is goes through the unorganized channel. Approximately 34% of the milk is sold in the unorganized market, while 46% is consumed locally. This is in comparison to most of the developed nation, where almost 90% of the surplus milk is passes through the organized sector. Here we can observe that the developed nations have the organized channel for the milk production, and in case of India, unorganized sector is more. That's why the farmers is not getting the good price for their production, and if it is in the organized sector, then the farmer there is the most chances that farmers will get good price for their production. The Indian ice cream industry is one of the fastest growing segment of the dairy or food processing industry. Currently, the ice cream market in India is estimated to over Indian rupees 4,000 crores, and is growing at a rate of 15 to 20% per year on year. It is projected that by 2019 the market will reach, it was the projection actually, now 2019 have passed. The market, it was projection that by 2019 the market will reach a value of approximately Indian rupees 6,198 crores. In India, ice cream industry is mostly regional, and there is a multitude of brands focusing on only one or two districts, or in some cases only one state. There are very few national brands, and the major reason behind slow growth of the smaller players is the high perishability of ice cream products, currently growing at 12 to 15% annually. The future prospect of India's ice cream market is promising for manufacturers, suppliers, and retailers. While a number of regional players have already started expanding, the entry of new players has further intensified the struggle to get a bigger market share. The small and medium ice cream manufacturers in India are now being able to enhance their product range, volume, and profitability by utilizing the more affordable Chinese equipments. It is expected that the Asia Pacific cheese market will double its present size of US dollar 8.3 billion to reach approximately US dollar 15.5 billion by the year 2021. India and China are the two countries in this region with a fast growing cheese market. Analysts believe that the cheese sector in India is set for rapid growth, utilizing the benefit of an integrated sale and distribution system, and employing diversified sourcing is the way forward in the sector. The value-added dairy industry segment is expected to attract investment and entry of new players in the coming years. Players are emphasizing on offering the consumer better quality and differentiated products. Consumer is looking for a more and more healthy dairy options, and introducing such as cheese options will see traction in the market. It has been projected that the Indian Chinese cheese market will grow at compound annual growth rate of approximately 31% during 2015-20 in terms of sales values. Does India aim to achieve best in class innovation in dairy to compete globally? From personal level, uh, the three biases are there. Dairy in India is still dominated by white milk and unorganized players. Limited quality and variety in dairy ingredients products, and efficiency in procurement, production, and chilled frozen supply chain. All key players including Amul, Nestle, Mother Dairy, Parag, Danone, and Britannia have been profiled. The report contains latest industry leaders options. So friends, this is from my side. We have discussed the picture of dairy sector in India. We have seen the status of Indian dairy sector in case of we consider in the world. We have analyzed also the per capita availability of milk in the urban and rural areas, in the unorganized sector, unorganized sector. We have also analyzed that the state-wise availability of milk and production of milk, and what are the things in India which have hurdles to development of this sector, what is the place in the Asia. All the factors related to the dairy sector we have analyzed in a summarized form. You can study the economic survey of India, latest economic survey of India, for the further study if you have interest in that, to read more things. If you have any problems, then you can write to me, you can ask questions, you can call me. And write, thanks for watching. Write your comments, name in the comment box. See you in the next lecture.